Welcome all. My name is Raj Barge. I'm the co-founder director of Raj Computers. This is a training center which provides 100% job guarantee. We we get students, we train them till they get job, and we place them into industry. So welcome all. We'll be learning today Java and its feature classes. So what we are going to learn today? First, when it comes to class, you should know definition of the class. Basically, what is class? Class is a template for an object. An object is an instance of the class. That means all the classes will be having object compulsory. Now you should know like what is object itself. Object is very simple thing. For example, right? Suppose I say integer I. In this case, my integer is my data type and my I is a variable that is object. So when you say, suppose I define a student class, I'll be saying student student s. So s becomes my class, and student become my class, and s becomes my object. So I can roughly say what is object. Object is a variable of type class. So s is a variable which is of data type class, that is student. Fine. So what class has? Basically, class is a collection of two things. It has data members and data methods. So what are data members? Those we call as technically as an attribute, and what are data methods? Those we call as functions. Clear? Fine. So a technical definition again: an object is an instance of the class. You will often see both word interchangeable, and those interchanges are in sometimes we'll be saying object, will be sometimes we'll be saying instance. Third important thing, when we talk of data and its code, then we bind them together, and that process is called as encapsulation. So what is encapsulation? The process of binding your data and code together. In class, we'll be having data members and or instance variable, or member functions and instant functions. So all are same. And last and very important thing, every class has to begin with keyword class. This is the most important thing. Every class has to begin with the keyword class. So now suppose if I want to write a class, I'll be again, if I want to write a class, for example, suppose I want to create my own data type. So I'll be creating my own data type that is called as technically called as coordinates. So when you say coordinates, basically there are three coordinates: x coordinate, y coordinate, z coordinate. But for our example, we'll be considering coordinates having x and y coordinate. Then we should have some process to set or assign values to it, which will be done by set method. And if you want to display them, we will be using get method. So these two operations will be part of your class. In short, I will be assigning x and y values to my class by using set method, and display those variables using get method. And my class name will be coordinate. Fine. Now I can't use directly class. I have to create object of it. So how objects are created? They are created with this special syntax. And this is very important. See, it says Cordy C. So C is my object name. Cordy is my class name. New is an keyword which is given by Java to create objects instance. And this again a class name with round brackets, that is technically called, see, it looks like function, but it is technically not called as function here. It is called as constructor. So I can say what is constructor. In short, I can say constructor is a special function has same name as class name. Fine. And it is used to initialize object. The purpose of this is to initialize object. Fine. So let's start regarding it. Now we are interested to create this coordinate class. So how we are going to create coordinate class? It's very simple. First of all, I'll be going to my project. So this is our, I think it's 6th day. So we'll be having, and the program is, we have completed 22 programs. I right click on this. I say new. I say new class. My class name is Cody. I'm saying public. I'll be saying what? Public static. I click on this. I say finish. almost it is done now. Again, I'm now see if you want to define any class. My class is technically called as Cody, so it's a coordinate with a class name. So it should have some variables. So the see I'm defining members or variables inside this area. So this is I'm defining inside a class, and I'm trying to make it private. So basically there are two scope currently, private and public. Private variables will not be accessible outside the class, and public will be accessible outside the class. So my main is public because it is accessed outside the class by your operating system. But these variables I'll be defining as a private. I'll be saying private integer value x. This is my first variable, and y is my second variable. Now I want to set the values for these two variables. So I'll be saying again I'll be writing a function here that will be public function because I want to access it. So I'll be saying public void. My function name is set data. So mostly in Java when you type in a camel style of programming, this is having two arguments. See, most of the time in Java, we write variable that is parameter names and instance variable names same, and we access with a special keyword that is this. This refers to current object. So I'm saying this x as x. So I'm assigning this x current my x here, and it is assigned to this variable which is this. So I say semicolon. So x is assigned here. I'll be going for y. So this is an object variable or instance. I'm saying y and assigning it with my y, which is a parameter. So this y, see this y is connected to this y, and this y is connected to this y. So values are assigned. It's one-to-one correspondence. Then it is done. After doing this, I want to display this value. So I'll be saying public void show data. I can say get data. Fine. So get data will be displaying value, but I prefer using saying show or display command. So this is my empty arguments function, and to display this I'll be saying sysout, and I'll be trying to display x value. So I'm trying to display here x value, and second value I'm going forward, it's an y value. So y is displayed here. And to run this, but I can't run this because see this is my class. I can't use this class directly. Try to get the code. I can't use this coordinate directly. I have to create object of this. So I use main. So my all execution of entire program starts with main. So what happens? So I'm here. Right now I'm defining creating object that is coordinate. My object is called as c is equal to new, and my coordinate is defined. Now I'll be saying c dot c. It shows all the things. There are some extra things also. It is saying clone, fine. It is saying equal, finalize. These are the things which are inherited by Java itself. Fine. So I say c, that is object name dot set data. So I'm trying to assign data to this. I'm to assign value as of 5 and 7. C c dot show data. So this is going to set value as well as this is going to display value. So I'm going to save this. Let's try running it. I just increase my output area. This is console section. I'm running it, and it is showing me the output. So x and y values are being shown, and for just for the appearance purpose, I'm adding equal to sign and running it again. So it is showing x and y value. So what happens? My object is created. I'm having memory of c. In this c, I'll be holding values of my x and y. So when I pass 5 and 7, these are stored with the help of this function. From here it stores here, then it assigns to this. From again here it stores 7 here, get it here, assign to this internal variable, and it comes here. Fine. And after that, when you say system.out, when you say x and y, that means you are talking of this variable, that is the variable which is part of the class. See, this is highlighted, this is highlighted, and this is highlighted. Fine. So this is the first example. If you understood this is a fantastic thing. Now I would prefer using another example. This is my favorite example, that is writing a student class, fine, and calculating its data. So in this case, I'll be using two. See, my basically this is my student class. In student class, I'll be using this internal variables. The first is roll number, name, M1, M2, total, average grade, which are being set using this is set and operated with using these three functions: set data to assign roll number, name, M1 and M2. I'll be using calculate to calculate my total, average and grade, and grade into different style, and then show method which displays my result. So how to do this? It's very simple. Let's start with doing this. The first part is fine. The first part is right click on this, say add a new class. In this I'll be saying student. This is my student example. I am to add new function. This is new method main. So this is the student class I am having. So what should it contain? It should contain lot many things. It should contain integer data type as roll number, marks 1 and marks 2. Then I'll be saying string name and grade. Then I am to calculate something, so I'll be saying double, total and average. So all my variables are defined here, and all has to be public. All has to be private. I define all them as a private. Copy, paste, paste. All have been defined here. Now I am to write a function which sets the value for this. So I'm saying public void set data, and to set this data, B is again capital. Now this time I want to pass different variables. I want to integer roll number, then string variable I want to pass name of the student, then I want to pass one more variable, that is M1 and M2. So these are two variables being passed here. Fine. So I save this. Now after saving this, what should happen? Again, it's a simple thing here. I have to assign this value. So I'll be saying this dot roll number is equal to roll number, this dot name is equal to name, this dot marks of subject 1, that is subject 1 again, this dot m2, that is subject 2, this is subject 2. So the process has been defined. Now to display the data, to display any kind of data we'll be using show function. Public void show. I want to display the data, so I'm writing show function here. This is how. So what should I show? I should show my roll number, displaying my roll number, and all the values, all the 7 variables I did. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The roll number is there. Then name. This is marks of subject 1. This is marks of subject 2. This is total. This is average, and this is grade. So my variable name is same again, grade, average, total, marks 2, marks 1, and name of the student. So these are bit displayed. Now to do last thing, which is very important, and to calculate. I will saying public void calc, that's to calculate. Now how to calculate? Say total is equal to m1 plus m2. Average is equal to total divided by 2. If average more than equals to, if the person is failed in any subject, that is M1 is failed, that is less than 35, and M2 is if it is less than 35, the person is treated as what? Failed. So my grade becomes failed. In this case, when you are specifying two conditions, you have to use OR clause. This or that. So OR is indicated by pipe set. Again, we are saying else here. Comparing second condition, that is regarding average. If average is more than equals to 35 and average is less than 50, then grade will be what? Grade will be What? This is fail. This is, I think it's third class marks. So third class pass. Again else. I think I should copy this for two three times. This is done. Copied. Again down. Copied. Again down. This is okay. I think so. So 32, 30, 32, 50 it is. 52, 65 is second class. 65 to 75 is first class. It's above 75 it's distinction, distinction, and to display them all. So how to display them all? Create object of this. My class name is student. I created object. I call the constructor of this. Now we have to call the method. Now the sequence of calling your method is very important. First, I should call get data. I should call method regarding set set data. I'll be saying my roll number 101. String I have to pass name. So let me pass my name. It's Raj Barge. And to go with marks 99 and 34. Okay, then I have to calculate it. So I have to say calci, and then I have to show it. So I have to say show. All functions. This is my I created object and then I call all the methods into the object one by one. Assign it, calculate it, and process it. Let's check the output of this. So I'm executing this. I'm running it. Yeah, it is showing me the output, and I think see, my name is Raj. I got around my percentile is like 66.5, but still I'm failed. I'm failed because I got one of the subject as 34 marks. So we did all these programs, all these two programs with basic two of the classes, fine, and that's all. Thank you.